Now that you're out of that toxic relationship, what is it exactly that you need to do? That's one of the questions people are always asking. What am I to do right now that I'm out of that toxic relationship? Do I go back into another relationship, or do I stop dating for the next 5 to 10 years? Because some people are going to tell you, you know what? You need to heal. You need to heal from that toxic relationship. How exactly do you do that? How do you heal yourself from a toxic relationship? Some people are going to tell you know what? You need time to heal. Okay, that's fine. But what exactly? Is there a method? Is there a way for me to heal myself from that toxic relationship? Because whenever we're talking about toxic relationship, we're talking about a relationship that brought a lot of damages. So the mindset after getting out of that relationship is to heal yourself. Yeah. So how do you do that? Knowing that this question is so important to a lot of people, we've put together 4 steps that are going to help you heal from a toxic relationship. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Peace, Love, Happiness 101. On this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we've got a lot to talk about. 4 steps to heal yourself from a toxic relationship. Coming up next. Before I start this video, I just want to remind you guys, just like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, in order for those steps to work, you have to keep one thing in mind. In order for you to heal yourself from a toxic relationship, the first thing that you're going to need is time. And if time is against you, it's going to be quite difficult for you to achieve that goal. On that note, the first step is to learn how to let go. Yes, you have to learn how to let go. Why do you need to let go? It's like you cleaning up your house. In order for the house to stay clean after the entire process, you have to take out the trash. That's basically one of the first reasons why you need to let go. And how exactly do you let go of a relationship that you've probably been in for the past 5 to 10 years? It could be a little bit difficult for people to even think about that, because let's say that you've been in a relationship with somebody that you've known your entire life. Thinking of leaving them might actually give you more damage than staying in that relationship. So the best way to let go of that toxic relationship is to put everything in the balance. How exactly do you need to put everything in the balance? The first way is to think about all the good things that this person did to you while you were in a relationship. Throughout the entire time that you're in a relationship with that person, you need to think about everything. It might probably take weeks, it might probably take months for you to really think about, okay, these are the memories, these are the good things, the kisses, the places that we went to see, the good memories, the good things that happened in that relationship, the things that made you understand this was the man that you decided to be with. This was the woman that you decided to be with. These are the memories that I'm talking about. Think about the good things, and then you think about the bad. Yes, that's how you're going to be able to let go. Because by you putting everything in a balance, you're going to realize if there's more good than bad. You're going to realize if there are more bad than goods. From that point, you'll be able to make a good decision, because if the bad weights more than the good, you already know what you need to do. You already know that this relationship was more toxic to you than good to you. Within the process of letting go, a lot of people are going to start calling you names. Just get ready for that. Maybe your toxic relationship wasn't just with your fiance, your husband, your ex-boyfriend. Maybe the toxic relationship was with a best friend. Maybe the toxic relationship was with a family member. You never know. Anything toxic, we are letting it go. Anything that you put in that balance and realize that it's more toxic than being good to you, we are letting it go. That's the first step. Learn how to let go. Because in order for you to keep a house clean, you have to learn how to take the trash out. So letting go is the first step within the healing process from a toxic relationship. The second step is shutting down. Why do you even need to shut down? When you really think about it, shutting down is one of the things that's going to help you determine exactly what your situation was and how to move forward. That's the reason why you need to shut down. You're going to give yourself time to analyze your entire self within each relationship. You're going to give yourself time to understand exactly what I need to do in order for me to move forward. And if you have everybody trying to reach back, everybody trying to get back in your life, there is absolutely no way you're going to be able to do that. You need to shut down. Some people are going to call you selfish within that phase. They're going to be like, oh man, she used to be here all the time, but now she thinks she's all that. Sometimes shutting down, putting yourself into your own space is much better than keep everything open while everybody's sharing your energy or everybody's within your space. Everybody's getting access to you, which is basically going to stop you from really going through that healing process. The healing process that you're doing is personal to you. It's important to you. So by the time that you shut down, You're gonna have to get yourself ready from people criticizing you all over the place. The same way you have to let go, the same people gonna be the one telling you things that you probably don't want to hear. But at the same time, it won't really be important to you because you shut down. You are putting yourself first. You don't care whatever the situation is. You don't care what people are saying. That's not your business at this point. The only thing you need to focus on right now is how to move forward. Now it's your time to reset in order for you to really understand exactly what needs to be done for you to move forward. You have to shut down. There is no way it's gonna happen if you don't shut down. And by shutting down, I mean do not give access to the people that used to hurt you, people that used to be in a toxic relationship with you, people that you thought were bringing good energy to you. Come to find out they were more toxic than you thought. Whatever surroundings that were not bringing good energy to you, you shut them down. Shut down to the point where you could understand exactly what needs to be done. Because if you don't shut down, there's no way you're gonna be able to go to the next step. If you don't shut down, your mind is not gonna be straight. If you don't shut down, you're gonna keep letting people come in, and the first step of that process is basically going to be in vain. Because if you decided to let go but you don't shut down, there's no need for you to even think about going forward. Think about you brooming a dusty room, but you forgot to close the windows, but you forgot to close the door. Guess what's going to happen? All that dust is going to come back in. But by the time you close the door, by the time you close all the windows, guess what's going to happen? The dust is going to stay outside. It won't come back in because you already shut everything down. A lot of people, when they realize that you decided to let them go, they're not going to take it easy. They're not going to want to understand that they did you wrong. They don't want to hear that. The only way they're going to feel is offended. Now you done switch up. Now you don't want to be our friends. Now you don't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. What's the reason? They're going to try and reach out. And that's why by shutting them down is going to be beneficial for the next steps to come within that entire process. The next step is to open back up. But opening back up is not to just anybody. You're going to open back up to new horizons, new possibilities. Because if you stay shut down, you're never going to know the new opportunities, the new possibilities. So now you become a new person. Anything that's going to come to you, you are in complete control. Anything that's reaching out to you, you are in complete control. Whatever the situation, you have eyes on everything. Why? Because you are completely fresh. You have new opportunities. That's the time where you need to get yourself into new things. You know what I mean? You're probably going to start dating a different type. Around that time, it's best to keep everything in order. It's time for you to meditate. It's time for you to basically put a full structure into everything that you do, because this is you reopening. But there's one thing that's really important within the reopening process. You have to be careful, because a lot of people are still going to try to get back into your life, and they're going to trick you to think that they understood exactly what happened in the past. They are here to do better. Sometimes people are going to reach out to you and trying to act like, you know what, I understood that I did you wrong, but as much as you might not believe it, I am also a new person. And that's one of those parts that are completely tricky, because in your mind, everything that you're welcoming are positive energy. That's why it's important for you to really strategize everything while you're in the shutdown process. So by the time you reopen, you don't just let anybody in. You don't just go back to the same toxic relationship. Right now, it's a new beginning. You've changed your complete radar. It's not the same person anymore. The way that you used to move, you don't move like that anymore. The things that people used to know about you, they don't need to know about it. Maybe you have a new job. Maybe you live in a different location. Whatever the situation is, this is a new you. You have to understand how important it is to be mindful of everything you do. Every step you're taking, you have to understand why you're taking them. If whatever that you're doing, if the person that you're welcoming into your life is not bringing good energy, you don't need that person. Just because you are clean now doesn't mean that people are not going to try to get into your life and mess it all up. And who got time to be going through a healing process every time and keep your life at a pace where you could understand everything? Because if you don't do that, you might end up having to try that entire process over again. And the last step is to prioritize 3 things. Like I said, people are going to come into your life. People are going to act like they are here to bring you good energy. You are the one who's going to have to make sure that this energy that you are getting is clean. And the way for you to do that is to prioritize those 3 things. The first thing that you need to prioritize is inner peace. Yes, by the time you start dating again, if the person is challenging your peace, if the person is trouble, if the person is bringing more trouble into your life than anything else, you have to let them go. If the person don't understand anything when it comes to your peace, you have to let them go. The second thing that you have to do within the last step is to prioritize your self-love. Yes, you need to prioritize your self-love. Why you need to prioritize your self-love? If you don't know how to love yourself, you won't know how somebody really loves you. There's no way that's going to happen. But by the time you prioritize your self-love, you're going to understand if the person really like you or really love you because of the way that you love yourself. You're going to be able to understand if the person's feelings are true or not. That's why you need to prioritize self-love. And the last one within that last step is to prioritize your happiness. Anything or anyone that are not making you happy, you don't need them in your life. You don't need that. You don't need anything like that. If the person is not bringing you happiness, you don't need them in your life. Because the one thing about those steps, it's not going to happen from today to tomorrow. It's going to take time. So you're really going to need to be cautious of what you do every day. On that note, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If I've missed something in the process, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.